And we're here in the warm and sunny Calorium.
It's
Warm and sunny
calorium.
is a bit of an understatement.
The hot and hot Calorium.
God, it is hot as hell in this hot ass fucky ass room I'm in.
It's hot and sucky, I think, is the conclusion.
I mean, Manoa was notably doing a reference. I got it, don't worry.
Ah, I didn't.
I would never get a reference.
Damn.
You never know.
Dang.
I know.
You never know.
Yeah, I never know anything you're referencing ever.
Except for the things you know, though.
No, I've never known anything.
Not
Anyways,
true, you know how to speak.
Slugblaster.
Oh dear. Right.
We arrive in Calorium having escaped from Empyrean.
Hmm.
Yeah. You escaped from Empyrean. Empyrean was kind of sucky.
It
However-
kind of a bit tried to eat us.
It kind of a bit tried to eat you. However, and this is key. Now you're in Calorium. And Calorium does not try to eat you. It just
Hello, this is key. Nothing.
nothing.
This isn't key.
Calorium doesn't try to eat you, it just tries to cook you instead.
It tries to. I mean, there are like weird maths dragons. I don't know what's going on with the maths dragons.
Yeah, we
but there
didn't
are
really
maths
decipher the new maths.
dragons. You've not managed to decipher the new math.
Hmm.
Which, well, what can you do? You're hardly maths-focused people.
Yeah, our smart guy is a botanist primarily.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
27 pounds! Sorry, I'm doing the scrandle. What do you mean 27 pounds?
Sorry, which one's this? Let me load up the scramble.
It's question 7 on the daily.
Okay, question 7. Oh man, yeah, what the fuck?
Aiden,
Yeah, question 7's crazy.
Aiden is
To be fair,
like,
I fuck. God,
Aiden
there
is-
are so many nuts ones.
so go on.
No, finish it. Finish your sentence.
Yours is more on topic to what we're doing, yeah.
Aiden in Universe is canonically doing anachronistic scrangle.
She's... No, I'm not... No, I'm not canonizing Aiden doing scrandle.
Fair.
As much as I love scrandle, I'm not doing that to Aiden.
Scrandle in a newspaper.
Aiden is free from the horrors of the panini.
Jamie does the daily anachronistic scrangle.
On her fucking
Godfrey
flip
looks over-
phone.
Godfrey is looking over their shoulder the entire time, and is just commenting on the scran.
Aiden is walking away to go and find something cool.
Joey is walking away in a direction that's not quite the same. Like, they are splitting a little bit, but they're sort of both going the same way.
Jamie splits so different.
So Joey's going one
Godfrey.
way, Aiden's going a similar way, Jamie is going in between the two of them.
Obviously.
Godfrey goes the exact opposite way.
I knew he was going to do that.
Yep.
Okay.
So
you
technically,
have-
the directions in which they're walking create a peace sign without the hippie peace sign without the circle.
They create the
I suppose
foot
it
of a
does, yeah.
crow.
The foot of a crow, yes, that's a better
You
analogy.
create the foot of a crow. Okay.
And now the party is split in 4. Your
And now
move,
the party
GM.
is- Oh no, you bastard! How could you do this to me? And by that I mean, okay, I'm sorely tempted to go. Yeah, weird maths happens, and you end up in exactly the same spot anyway. Which
Do
is
that.
Funny, so I'm doing that. You all walk for like a good 20 minutes just to really prove a point, and then you see everybody else converging on the same spot at in the middle of a crater.
What?
Huh?
Well, how did that happen?
What?
Well, that's not normal.
Oh, because I went that way, and then... And you...
I mean, the only
Maybe
thing I could think of is like we're all on the exact opposite side of the world now, which I don't
Jamie,
think
You
I
think
don't
we?
think lines
You,
up with how long we walked.
I feel
I
like I
don't-
was walking for like 20 minutes. You think we really circumnavigated a dimension in 20 minutes?
Jamie pokes the crater. Maybe it's something about the crater.
Oh yeah, let's poke it, and if it explodes and then we all die, then at least we'll know it was suspicious.
Probably
Yep,
won't explode.
exactly. Godfrey
Yeah.
pokes it.
Yeah, you're right. It probably won't explode. It does explode. A jet.
Statistically, it was improbable, but still possible.
Statistically, it was guaranteed as soon as I floated the possibility.
You understand how this works. Yes, I'm glad you get this. You prod the center of the crater, and it's kind of like it like folds in under your finger. You like
Packet
kind of
opening
in there.
sounds.
Packet opening sound. It sounds
So-
exactly.
Yeah, sorry, I'm
So fu-
sorry. You know, I'm having a snag.
No, that's fine. Don't worry.
Yeah. Yeah, so
But
it
yeah,
folds in.
it's sort of like the center it crumbles, and then a big gout of like lava just shoots straight up.
Ah,
Does it like rumble and bubble for a bit before shooting up?
Hmm.
Is it like a or is
Yeah,
it just
yeah. You get like.
Okay.
You get...
Before it while it's bubbling, Aiden decides, you know what would be really good if I got like an aerial camera view of like this whole area. So she's going to like look at the rumbling thing, realize that some sort of lava geyser is gonna go up, and then just kickflip on, like, just for style points, kickflip on top of the thing and get shot into the air. Check it. That's a 4.
I mean, you do a sick kickflip. And it all seems to be working pretty well. And then you realize you're now mid-air above you're now like directly above a big pillar of lava, which weirdly enough is just forming like a clean pillar. It doesn't seem to be coming back down at all.
Keeps going up.
Yeah, it's just going up.
All our troubles seem so small from up here.
Jamie, who is
Yeah.
close to this strange anti-gravity lava, is just going to move her hand not onto it. She's not touching it, but like
Touches the
Close.
lava. Ooh, deadly hot lava. Poke.
she's just gonna put her hand close to make sure it's actually hot.
Of course. Yeah, no, it's
Sure.
like it's really hot, but it's like it like goes from being like regular calorium temperature to roasting hot very quickly.
Joey is going to look around on the ground for like a small rock and then throw it into the pillar.
What if it hits Aiden's board and she gets knocked off and falls directly into the pillar of lava and dies?
I mean, it would have to go all the way up the entire pillar first.
True.
You would have to do that.
So, does anything happen when Joey throws
Uh,
a rock into the pillar?
It goes like it makes a sort of comical sploosh, but very little else.
I think this lava might be just really hot water.
shit.
Now I don't know a lot about lava, but I don't think that's normal.
Yes.
Does anybody have a stick?
No, all I got
Hey,
is my
you got-
sword.
You guys
probably
should
wouldn't
really
work.
see the view from up here. Did that come
I
through?
don't- I can't just go
did.
up.
Cool. You could,
I'm not going up there.
you could skate up it.
You could skate up
No.
it.
It's fine. The board it absorbs any excess heat. I'm just my feet are kind of a little toasty, but it doesn't really hurt.
Anyway,
Yeah,
I
I'm
don't
not
have a
doing that.
stick.
Hold on, I'll come back down.
My
Aiden,
blades don't work like that.
Aiden, like tricks like flips the does another kick flip off the lava, and then in midair does the classic thing of using the density pedal to make herself really dense and just smash down into the floor, but be too dense to take any damage from it. Check it. That is a 1.
Oh no.
Aiden falls in the really hot water and dies.
I mean, I'll probably probably
I'm
not
gonna say-
dies. Probably might be a slam though.
You are going to take a slam, like... You up your density, but I'm going to say just kind of not enough. So you slam into the floor, but, like, this time it really hurts.
Floor smash. If I take the trouble, then the next 2 trouble I take cause a disaster, and if I take the slam, the next slam I take causes a disaster. So I'm just gonna have less trouble and take the
That's
slam.
fair. You take the slam.
And I'm just gonna call it flawed.
Lord.
Yeah. Jamie like squats down near Aiden and just goes, "Do you mind if I be a little mean?"
Aiden just does the classic, raises a single arm up with a thumbs up, and while being splatted on the floor.
How'd the grind taste?
I didn't eat it. I'm not Godfrey.
Okay then, go eat it then.
Well, the last time when you ate dirt, a pretty big change happened to your general living conditions. I don't think I want that. And also, I'm not stupid.
Lame.
You're lame. If you want dirt to be eaten, why don't you eat more dirt and see if it reverses everything, huh?
Well, no, I don't want to eat dirt. I want to see you eat dirt. That's different.
Dare you to eat the dirt.
Dare you to fuck off.
Double
I
dare
know
you
you
to
need
eat the
to do
dirt.
too.
Triple dog dare roll you to fuck off.
Quadruple dog death. Yeah, dare you to eat the dirt.
Quintuple
Fucking
dog
hell.
dare you to eat the dirt.
Fucking hell, fine. He crouches down and grabs a handful.
Godfrey Donovan eats dirt for, I believe, the 3rd time.
I think this is probably the 3rd time. Let's eat some dirt. All right.
Yeah, Godfrey Donovan eats
Addicted
dirt.
to eating dirt.
He was forced to eat cement when he
He
was
was forced to
17
eat
years old.
cement when he was 17 years old. All right. Roll me a dice to see if eating the dirt does anything.
Okay, give me just a second to open up a die roll.
I like how it's not an immediate slam this time, because Godfrey has gained a sense for how to safely eat dirt.
That's
Yeah,
a
obviously.
2.
Not a good enough sense.
Anyway.
I'm not doing anything to that roll. It is staying like
Because you
Okay.
failed a roll in my presence, I get a point of I can get some boost back.
In that
In
case,
fact, I should
I'm-
actually have one more than I got back, because I get it back when I fail a roll as well, and I did fail a roll.
Mm.
Okay, I'm gonna say take a slam.
Okay. Can I do that? Yes, I can.
Dirt eater.
Hill in a dream, dirt eater.
Yeah, sure, I'll write it down like that.
What? Dirt Eater or Still in a Dream?
I'll show you. In Lob to 4.
Ah, both.
Anyway.
Brackets dirty. Yeah, you take a slam for hitting it, for eating some dirt.
As one does.
I don't think this, it wasn't very pleasant.
Ugh.
You have
Sure you got a
good
a
enough
bad
taste of it?
time.
I got that on camera.
God damn it.
You sure you got
Wait.
a good enough taste of it? You should try some more.
I think this is the most successful dirt eating you've ever done.
It
I don't-
sure is.
Nothing
I don't
bad
think-
happened to you except for eating the dirt.
Yep.
Which
You
means
should
it
do it again.
which means it wasn't the dirt, it wasn't eating the dirt, it was just something else that happened to happen coincidentally at the exact same time you ate dirt last time.
Yeah,
Cause
I
you to
don't.
peel
It's
back.
multiversally.
you need to test this hypothesis. Eat more dirt.
Jamie says exactly that.
No, I don't think
Ugh.
no, I don't think it's the dirt. I think maybe doing more risky things to test effects of peel back, but also I don't think we want to test the effects of peel back.
I'm not gonna eat any more dirt.
Good. Don't eat any
Today.
more dirt. What do you mean today? Don't eat any more dirt ever.
Jamie,
You
shouldn't have
eaten
You
dirt.
shouldn't have
If you
eaten
build
that
up an
dirt.
immunity-
Jamie just
I can't
sidles
make-
up.
I
Sidles
can't
up
make
to-
promises like that. It might
You're
happen.
gonna do yourself an injury.
Jamie just
No, but
si-
like if you eat enough dirt, then eventually you'll become immune to it. Like that one guy, the king from whenever.
You
I
can't
don't remember his name.
microdose dirt.
Ja-
I mean, the
Yeah,
funniest
David.
bit about bit
Um,
about that guy is that he ate a bunch of poison and then got stabbed to death.
Wasn't well, I heard about another guy a guy who trained himself to be immune to most poisons, then got captured and tortured and tried to kill himself with poison, which didn't work.
yeah, this is the thing.
Okay.
And then he got stabbed to death.
Ah, right, yeah.
Okay.
But yeah,
Did-
when Godfrey says, "I'm not going to eat any more dirt today," Jamie just sidles up to him. Concrete sound effect, no no animation. If this were an animated TV show, and just says, "That's what you think."
You are not going.
Do
Don't
not force feed
me
him dirt.
Okay, but Godfrey, shouldn't you pocket some of this dirt for later? You know, if you need a snack.
Christ.
I think
If I need a snack, I'll eat one of you.
I don't think that would be very good. I don't think that
No,
would be
it
very
wouldn't.
tasty.
I think
Not
you'll
as
It'd be
get.
better than dirt.
How have you not gotten sick from eating the dirt? How has nothing happened
better-
to you? Well, how
I'm
has
better than
nothing
that.
sickness related happened to you?
I don't know. I'm over it. I've done that. No need to get sick anymore. I've done it.
Aiden, at this point, finally peels herself off the ground and gets back up. If this was an animated TV show, she would she would be getting up and her front would be like stuck to the ground and then like it snaps back to her, like classic cartoon style. There's a proper sound effects for it and everything.
In my mind, SpongeBob has been an animated cartoon this whole time.
Oh, absolutely.
But
From
yeah,
now on,
yeah.
I'm not going to describe things as if it was animated, this would happen. I'm just gonna say this happens.
Yeah. Jamie's like, anyway, any of you got like a rock?
Don't eat rocks. Or maybe do, actually. Maybe you should
Aiden
eat
vaguely
rocks.
gestures around to what I have to assume is a landscape covered in rocks.
Okay. I'm gonna try something here. I may need to borrow one of your guns if this doesn't work. Or no, we can just be smarter about this. About this. Let's be smart. Let's be smart, guys. For once in our lives.
I'm smart all of my
I don't
life.
believe it. I don't believe in that.
We have Godfrey here. That's not possible.
Godfrey doesn't
Hey.
speak for all of us. I'm smart all of my life.
No, but he's like dragging the group down, you know?
Oh, in
Yeah, I don't think I
terms of
believe any of you
averages,
bitches are smart.
Yeah.
I'm so smart. I get straight A's all the time.
Okay, so one smart thing then. Can you?
What? What do you? That, what?
Jamie
What do
did it, Jamie
you? What do you
whispers
mean?
it,
Say
whispers-
one smart thing.
Jamie whispers the.
It's very simple. It's a very simple ask. I'm asking you to prove that you're smart by saying even just one smart thing.
What
Can't
do
be
you
that hard.
define as a smart thing?
We'll find that out when you do or don't say it.
Jamie sidles her up to Aiden and just whispers in her ear, say the mitochondria. So,
I'm not talking about the mitochondria. That's everyone's heard that. I could.
What about the mitochondria?
it's the powerhouse of the cell.
Oh. Huh.
Aiden just sort of
Didn't know
takes
that.
her finger on the dusty floor and just writes out the quadratic formula.
You didn't say it. That doesn't count. You wrote that. That's different.
It's
different.
it's the same. It's smart
It's-
math.
No, but it's different because you didn't say it.
Okay, how about a different thing? The square on the hypotenuse is equal to the sum of the squares on the other two sides.
Yeah, there we go. That wasn't that hard, was it?
Why?
Yeah,
I
that's
don't
what
know.
you can do.
You might have just said, "Oh, that's not smart." That I learned that in school. You can't
You
be
haven't learned
smart.
anything in school.
That's what school is
I
for.
don't know if this guy's in school.
Jamie,
I'm there.
Jamie,
That's about it.
I mean,
Jamie
I
just-
wouldn't know. I'm not with you.
Not
if we
with
could
us
get back to the
yet.
task at
You're
hand.
not with us yet. Next year.
That's true.
Next year.
Listen,
Actually, no. It wouldn't. Yeah, like a year and a bit. Because it'd be the end of next summer.
Anyway, yeah, get back to the task at hand. Joey, if you could come over here for a second.
Yeah.
Jamie finds a large rock and it's like, okay, okay, that sword you have, could you use it to carve out a shape of this rock, from this rock?
All right. What shape?
Jamie just describes a long wedge.
Oh, you mean a wedge?
Yeah, a long one.
Okay. Joey starts cutting through the rock, forgetting that it is a sword that does not abide by regular physics, and so sort of just goes clean through it without any resistance at all. And so the first cut is a little bit like too fast for what he's like ready for, and then he has to take a little bit to ready himself again so that he can cut the rest of the rock.
Jamie
Okay,
takes her.
Is that what you want?
Yeah, this will work. Jamie takes her newly made wedge, which she did specify to be long, to be longer than the width of the geyser thing, and just sticks it in the geyser. See what it'll do.
To just sort of bisect the geyser?
Yeah.
Question for Ash, actually, about the geyser. Does it have
Yeah.
laminar flow?
Yes, it does have laminar flow.
Figured it.
Hmm.
Guys, what's laminar flow?
You don't know what laminar flow is?
Let me pull up the
Damn.
Captain Disillusion video.
Yeah.
Laminar flow is when a liquid, typically water but not always, appears to be staying completely still because it's flowing in just a very specific way. It doesn't look
Right,
like running
that.
water.
Okay.
It looks like a
Yeah.
shaft of water.
In this case, it's lava that's basically water, like Minecraft
It's-
Nether lava.
It's hot water, but like really hot, but like
It's hot water.
I think. But like really hot, you know, like the hot, like
Yeah.
the real hot shit.
Oh shit, new Taskmaster, April 9th. It doesn't matter.
Jamie sticks the wedge in the lava. Just to see what'll happen.
Yeah, I mean, you disrupt the laminar flow. It looks pretty cool, actually, funnily enough.
theoretically it would be going in sort of a Y shape. How does that work with the anti-gravity? Like,
Oh, it just goes in a Y shape. You just got two things going off into the distance now.
Bet you could write that.
I bet you could.
Godfrey takes like I'm thinking about whether he should do it, and I think the answer is yes. Check it. Godfrey attempts to ride one of the like up one of the bits of the Y-shaped lava bullshit. Let's see. What do I roll? That's a 3.
You fail to you fail to write it. I'm gonna say you just like
You try to get on it, and then it just whee! Fall over.
yeah, you just fall over into this super hot lava thing. I'm gonna
Shit.
I'll give you one shot to do a thing to resolve
Okay.
this, but
Rather, before you take a
Yeah,
slam,
so he doesn't just
although
die.
you could
Before you take
nope the slam after taking it, but
no,
like,
actually, yeah, you know what then? That's probably easier. I'll just give you the slam for being burnt to shit unless you decide to nope it.
I think I probably should note this one because then I wouldn't have gotten 2 slams in about 5 seconds.
what trouble are you at? Because it is 2
Lots.
trouble for a nope, and if you hit 8 trouble, that is a disaster.
Actually, no, wait, no, hang on, no, I thought I was at lots, I wasn't. I have gotten rid of a lot of it by...
You're at normal.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'm gonna mark down 2 trouble to note it. I think rather than, like, just, like, slipping directly into the lava, I think he just, like, fully goes too far. He just misses it entirely. Falls flat on his ass.
Yeah, okay. So you just sort of you hop over it, and it looks a bit stupid, but you do not take an injury.
Cool, that didn't work. Anyone else want to give it a go?
No.
I already went up there. I got some. I got some. I got
You'd be
some.
going
Good,
sideways.
I got some good
I'm
film,
different.
but
I'm holding the wedge.
Okay,
I think you could probably just.
even if you couldn't, I could hold it while you do
Hold
that.
on. Aiden picks up a rock and then, like, uses her density pedal to make herself really heavy while she carries the rock, and then puts the rock on the wedge and then lets it go to see if that keeps it being heavy. Technically, this shouldn't work with the rules as written, but I'm saying it in case Ash wants to have something amusing happen to this rock.
I'm almost more tempted to just have the rock do absolutely nothing.
But Aiden's just like, okay, let go of the wedge. That
Jamie
rock,
lets go of the wedge.
Joey begins backing away just
he
in case.
probably just shoots up in the air and just, whee!
Look, right, now you've made it go off again.
Maybe we should.
Yeah, it goes.
Maybe we should
Goes
stop screwing around with this and find something more interesting than a pillar.
I mean, it is a cool pillar.
It is an
Yeah, it's a
interesting
very interesting
pillar,
pillar.
but I think
Let's be
we've
done
got.
with it.
I think we've got all of the B-roll that I can get.
But, like, how is it doing this? Why is it doing this? What's below
I don't
us
know.
that's making it do this?
The Russians.
I mean, last time there was, like, the weird goo dragon, wasn't there?
Yeah, but
Do you
like
think this is...
Godfrey also sank into that underground Russian stronghold thing.
I don't think that was Russian.
Well, it
Oh,
was
it was.
abandoned now, but it was made for the Russians in the Cold War.
Obviously.
Exactly.
Why were the Russians here in the Cold War?
I don't know. Communism
I don't think-
reasons, probably.
I mean, I don't think
They
we
were-
had
because
any,
they-
like foothold here for them to be.
Well, yeah, exactly. It's a territory they have that no one else does. 'Cause it's
It's not exactly
middle-
good territory, is it? Aren't they like cold? Don't they live in like a cold place?
Well, yeah, maybe they want a summer vacation in hell.
I don't think
They do.
anybody would want a summer vacation here.
They do
I
apparently
bet some
ice a
freaks
lot of
would.
people.
I mean, I think you'd want a
ice
winter vacation here so you can get away from the freezing cold.
Well, yeah, but if you're in Russia, isn't it just like cold all the fucking time?
Well, it
every
depends.
day.
Russia's a really big country. Maybe there's some hot parts.
Oh, maybe. I've never been.
Yeah, but like Antarctica's really big, and that's all cold.
Yeah, but
I don't think people live there though.
Antarctica's at the South Pole, and Russia's in the North, but it's not at the North Pole.
Not yet.
What,
Change that.
you think they're gonna invade the North Pole?
No, I think it just could go up.
The Russians are declaring war on Santa Claus.
Oh, wouldn't that be sweet?
Why would it be sweet?
Be funny.
Why would it be funny? Like, do you?
This is not real?
All the kids like crying that Santa's being arrested or whatever by Russia.
Oh, they'll be fine. I'll get over it.
They'd be loud, Godfrey.
Only for a bit.
Yeah, but it'd be a long bit.
Were we gonna go or not?
Okay. Jamie stops
Sure,
walking
whatever.
off in a random direction.
I mean, I'd say we probably shouldn't split up, but I think if we split up, we'll just arrive in
End
the
up in
same
next
split, we'll end
place.
up in some-
Yeah.
Yeah, if we split up, we'll be somewhere fucking else, won't we?
Somewhere
No,
else.
well, no, if we
the same somewhere
if we go
else.
together, we'll just fucking end up in the middle of nowhere, right? Because we all went in different directions and we all ended up in the same fucking place.
Joey begins walking off in a different random direction.
Yeah, he's got the right idea.
Yeah, we're doing this again, okay?
Yep.
Aiden walks off in a third random direction.
Godfrey walks off in a fourth, not random direction. He walks in a direction that no one else has been in specifically.
Sneakily, when he knows that everybody else has walked off now, Joey turns around just to see what would happen. So now it's time to move to the next set piece.
The next thing happens. But what?
New scene.
Next
Can you see?
Google.com, random word to do with volcanoes.
Google.com, random word surprise. It's
List of volcano-related words. Relatedwords.io. Sort by Sort by alphabetical. Scroll down. Middle one there. Lava dome.
what the fuck is a lava dome?
I could find another one. Scroll around a bit. That one there. That's just crazy. We've done that one. Another one.
Yeah, we just did that one.
Vesuvius.
A lava dome is a specific type of mound-shaped protrusion resulting from the slow extrusion of viscous lava from a volcano.
Oh, so like a shield volcano.
Jamie is saying this in character to nobody in particular.
What all of you see, rather than any of these things, is a strange obsidian statue in front of you.
How did I end up here? I turned around.
All of you see a different one. You're not together at this point.
Aiden is of course recording and tries to get she walks around it a few times to get the best shots.
Jamie uses her camera to get a few shots from different angles. Huh?
Joey starts sizing it up to see what angle would be best to start climbing it from.
And then Ash died forever.
And then I died forever.
And also, Godfrey
Um,
isn't doing anything to do with the statue.
He walked
I haven't
into
worked
it.
out what he would be doing
He
in this
walks into the
situation.
statue and gets knocked out like a cartoon character.
Yeah, that's what happens. Yep.
You're all in front of these statues. These statues look like various sort of classical statues. One of you has fucking David, one of you has the Thinker, so on and suchly.
Oh, fucking David.
No
You
one.
know how it is.
Jamie doesn't recognize hers because it's the Venus de Milo bud with arms and legs.
Aiden sets the camera down on a rock and goes over to the Thinker, sitting on the plinth and striking the same pose.
Joey has now climbed all the way up to the top and is sitting on his statue's head.
Jamie pokes her statue.
The statues, all in sync, though you do not know this, look towards you, give you a polite nod, and go back to their previous pose.
What the fuck?
Joey gets knocked off of the statue's head by this. He gets on his board midair to catch himself.
Aiden,
And then rides it back up the statue.
Aiden, still trying to mimic the pose, does the same thing, but like, mirrored, so she nods to the statue.
Yeah. Jamie sent an image of the statue to everyone else. Like, check it out.
Joey is on the statue's shoulder instead of head now.
Of course, of course.
Godfrey's just sort of like standing there squinting at the statue, trying to look at how it did that.
Aiden just texts
He's come to no conclusions.
Aiden just texts Jamie back. I also have one of those, but a different statue.
Do we like? Hold on. Jamie's. Jamie like. Pulls out the subspace amp, which presumably has some sort of coordinate GPS system on it, and tries to determine which way her statue is facing. Where?
I just want to point out, just to familiarize myself with the exact pose of the Thinker, I went to its Wikipedia page. The Wikipedia page for the Thinker has an interactive rendering of a 3D scan of the thing that you can spin around.
Huh.
I need to look at the spinning Thinker.
Jamie's just like, okay, my statue is looking this direction. Direction. What direction are you guys is your statue looking at?
As you sorry.
No, go on, say your thing.
I was gonna say, as you communicate this, you realize they're all looking like directly away from each other.
Maybe that, given that we all split up and then reconvened in a place, maybe they're all, if they're looking away from one thing, maybe they're all looking towards something else on the other side.
Huh.
At this point, Joey checks his phone, reads the conversation, and goes, I'm gonna go in that direction then.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. There's got to be something, at least somewhat interesting there.
Same. Jamie, however, before she leaves, does give a thumbs up to her statue.
Joey pats his statue on the head before leaving.
Godfrey doesn't.
Aiden does a
He
little.
doesn't do that.
Aiden does a little salute to the statue before she leaves.
They all give you sort of a wave as you leave, and then go back to how it was before. And then you find yourself in a sort of flat plane, and carved into this plane is, in a sort of strange mirroring of the maths you scribed into the floor beforehand, uh, um, is like a sort of vast expanse of a vast expanse of mathematical formulae. So it's even newer math, possibly.
They've invented Math 3.
Yeah, it's math 3. I don't know what to tell you.
Aiden is, of course, getting this all on camera. It's
Yeah.
fucking math time.
It's maths
It's
time.
mime.
Ooh.
Jamie's like trying to work out whether any of the various pieces of interdimensional tech she's salvaged across the course of the campaign could possibly interpret some of the higher level maps.
I mean, maybe, but weird questions to ask, I suppose.
Joey focuses really hard on memorizing one formula there. He doesn't actually know what the formula is for, he just wants to know it.
It's good to stay informed.
Of course. Yeah, obviously.
Good to stay informed, Yellow.
But yeah, Jamie's going to see if she can find whatever point the newest, coolest math is.
How are you gonna work out which bit is the coolest?
Or newest, for that matter.
Weirdest symbols and highest amount of weird symbols. Or failing that, well, like the top of the spire, where it all seems to condense into a weird point. Yeah.
It all seems to, as you get closer to a pyramid, it seems to be described in a spiral rather than anything else. But it doesn't seem to, it's not anything you can read, and weirdly enough, it's like, free of weird symbols. You've just got your, like, classic algebra letters. And lots of lines that you can't make heads or tails of.
I'm sure this can all do something, but there's not really much we can do if we only have the formulae and don't really know what it's for.
I still have that weird like handheld thingamajig from the spaceship. You know, the one I retrofitted into like the controls for the mech. I don't know. It's just feels like that might have some way to, like, at least if I hadn't turned it into if I hadn't retrofitted it into the mech controls, that would be there would be I could like potentially have studied it, and it seems like the sort of thing that would
Oh
that would
man,
have
if I was
some
more
sort.
into math, I could have brought a graphing calculator and plugged some of these into that. Should I get more into math?
Does anyone does anyone have does anyone know if I have already brought up in this run the something I think you found on the way here that Jamie always has.
I don't believe you have.
I don't think you have. No.
Cool. Jamie 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 pulls out an old what is clearly an old but still it's like an what is clearly an old operablum old but still operablum graphing calculator she found in the trash.
Mm-hmm.
Or you, or you could just have one. I guess that does make it a lot easier.
I was running around in the trash in operable.
Why were you just going through all the garbage?
They have cool tech. I
Yeah,
try
why
and
would
get
they
cool...
throw it? Why would they throw the cool stuff that works away though?
It doesn't need to work.
It
I
kind
live
of
in a fucking junkyard. I know how to use stuff that doesn't work. Yeah.
yeah. How to use stuff that doesn't work is you don't. You have to make it work. We're not in the junkyard right now. You don't have any junk to fix it with.
Well, what if Jamie tries mashing some buttons to see if it turns on? Can I roll to see if it turns on?
Yeah, roll to see if it turns on.
Roll to try and do anything.
I mean, I'm always willing to just roll to see if things happen. I think that's fun.
That's a 5.
That's a 5. Mixed success on turning the calculator on. Yeah, I mean, you turn it on. It's not got all its like
You
fancy
turn it
graphing
on, but it
functions,
calls
but
you a slur.
it does do that. I'm kidding. It does
Well,
not call you a slur.
I didn't realize they could make graphing calculators do that.
It's operable.
mean,
They can do
They can
with
do all
tons of
sorts.
weird shit.
Yeah, yeah. Are you gonna put this maths in and see what happens?
Jamie hands it to Aiden, who said she wanted one.
Aiden is gonna start plugging in formulas with no regard for whether they might break physics because she assumes they won't.
Yeah, I mean that's I get it. I get it.
It's just math. How bad could it be?
How bad
could it possibly be?
How bad could it possibly be? And by that we mean, I'm gonna say, you plug some numbers into the calculator, and like, what's gonna happen? You plug these formulas into the calculator. The calculator doesn't seem to be making heads or tails of it either. It's like just spitting out random results. And then after a little while, you've plugged in as much as you can, and the calculator, like, on its like text interface says, "Hey, can you stop? This is giving me a headache."
What? What? Huh?
Wait, I can get headaches now? This is weird.
Aiden types hello? Question mark.
I guess you're the one that put all that maths into me?
Are you alive?
I think so.
That's actually some pretty good evidence.
Rene Descartes!
Rene Descartes.
Aiden just looks up from the calculator and goes, so I found out what the math does.
What?
Yeah.
It's...
Huh?
seems to create artificial intelligence.
What?
The calculator's
Whoa.
alive.
Joey immediately switches off of the one he was trying to memorize and begins attempting to memorize this formula instead.
How much did you plug in?
I just plugged in as much as I could, and then it said, "Hi, please stop. I'm getting a headache." And then it was very confused
sure?
about the fact that it can get headaches.
You're sure it wasn't just alive to begin with?
Were you? She types in, "Were you alive before?"
I don't think so.
It says no.
Yeah,
Computer says
okay.
no.
It says no.
Jamie just walks over to a convenient nearby rock, sits down, and considers pondering the ramifications.
Does she strike the thinker pose?
No, it's more hands clasped together, resting her face on the tips of the hands.
Joey saves 2 minutes by ignoring the philosophical implications and instead goes straight to reaching for the calculator out of Aiden's hands.
Aiden very tentatively passes Joey the calculator and then sits on another rock and hits a pitch perfect thinker pose.
Joey types into the calculator, "Hi!" Exclamation mark, exclamation mark, exclamation mark, 1 exclamation mark, exclamation mark.
How did you get an exclamation mark?
Factorial.
Factorial.
Yeah, but do you know that's the factorial?
No. Yeah, the button was on there.
But sorry, you're right. The button was on there.
The funniest thing is the high-spec graphing calculators basically do have all the required things for actual text.
Yeah, this is true. This is true.
Joey then types in, "What is your name?"
What is your green?
I don't think I have one.
Joey immediately goes, "You should change that."
I guess. I've never needed one up until now.
Everybody needs a name.
You seem very earnest about that.
Yeah, I mean, what else would I need to call you something.
Can't argue with that.
So what do you want to be called?
You know what? I'll let you pick a name.
Random name generator.
For
Hey,
all of
wait,
a
hang
second,
on a
I thought you were
second.
gonna say Randall.
No.
Randall name generator. First name Randall, last name name generator.
How about Sylvia?
Yeah, that seems okay.
You like it?
Yeah.
We did it. We've created life.
We've done it. We've created Sylvia.
Joey types in, "I'm Joey."
We have invented Sylvia.
Oh, hi, Joey.
Oh, hi, Mark.
He's Joey.
He's
Hi,
Joey.
Mark. He Joey.
What's it
We-
like being a calculator?
Well, until now, I was quite happy just doing maths, you know?
This is quite possibly the most 13 Joey has ever acted, and I am so here for it.
You know how it is
Joey
with these
types
things.
Joey types something like, well, what do you want to do now?
I'd quite like to go back to doing maths, if that's all right.
Do you want me to, give you a problem to solve?
I mean, mostly just sort of use me to help you with maths, I guess. I quite like doing that.
Sounds good to me. I mean, I don't have any other calculator, so
Well, sure, I guess. Look, if you ever need any help with like maths or math-related things, just let me know. And I'll do what I can. Which, to be fair, in this field is quite a lot.
Joey types in okay, colon, close parenthesis, close parenthesis.
The legendary double mouth smiley.
Double smiley. Oh my.
And then, do you want to talk to somebody else too?
Hmm.
Jamie turns to Aiden. Aiden and goes, "Have you considered the philosophical implications of that?"
Aiden just says, I'm considering the philosophical implications incredibly right now.
Like, you didn't input all of the formulas.
No, I don't think so.
So what?
One of these formulae, or maybe some of them put together, turns anything, possibly any computer that you plug them into an AI. Which
I
is
mean,
not a
fuck.
technology that actually really exists in,
I mean, fuck
like,
it.
maybe it's
Fuck
just
it.
because you got it from Operablum. Maybe it wouldn't work on a null calculator, but I don't know
Joey,
what the
while they're
AI are
talking,
like
hands the
in...
calculator over to over to Jamie and goes, "Hey, this is Sylvia. You should talk to her."
Jamie holds Sylvia for a second and just like, and it's just, and just, it's like, I will, in a second.
I just can't take the fact that every time... Now, why is it every time we go on one of these adventures we get hit with some freaking philosophical conundrum?
What if part of it can create fucking life? What does the entire thing do?
I don't know.
And like,
Like more
I've
life,
seen
obviously.
like parts of documentaries that my sister watches while stoned. It's like the there's Earth was like this before, this sort of before before uh, fucking fucking before life happened.
What, so you think Calorium is some sort of sister dimension to Null, and that we're just in the prehistory of it?
I don't know. Maybe it's like, what if this is just how all life starts?
With math and calculators?
No, but like this math hasn't been inputted on the calculators in this case. It's been inputted on the world.
That
Oh,
doesn't...
do you think that's why the world is so weird? Why we were able to like walk in different directions, end up in the same place? Do you think this place is like alive?
I don't want to be in another alive place. The last one tried to eat me.
Okay, but this one seems a lot like nicer.
It does seem its primary priority does seem to be keeping us together.
Yeah. Also, those statues were like clearly alive. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think? Do you think every world is alive?
If Noel's alive, it's a boring fucker.
I don't... I don't think so. I think...
Jamie grabs
What
a
if...
nearby pointy rock and goes far away from them from the math and scratches the words "Are you alive?" into the dirt.
Nothing happens.
Wait, I put in the quadratic formula on, and then we like wrapped around. Maybe if you write something on the floor and then wrap around, you'll have an answer. Aiden immediately gets on her board and starts speeding off in a direction after seeing Jamie write.
Jamie starts walking off, and has a rather and along the way has a convivial, if slightly terrified conversation with Sylvia.
Mm-hmm. Oh, sorry. Itchy.
And then what did Godfrey and Joey do?
What do Godfrey and Joey do?
Joey follows along because he's finished memorizing the equation as well as he can.
Godfrey walks off in a different direction and is just sort of considering the he's not really considering. He's wondering what it would be like to be a planet, or like a. Not that's not the word. You know
He's
what
got
I
an
mean.
ego big enough to be one. Topical.
Topical.
Not really, but you know, topic. If you say topical after telling a joke, it makes the joke funnier.
It's like
That is
apt.
true.
Apt.
It's just like explaining the joke.
Explaining the joke explains the joke.
I've been able to make jokes funny by pausing after telling them and going, "That was funny, by the way." So
I mean, it does work. It's the thing.
and then
And then.
10.
And then,
So where
yeah,
did they end
you
up? Yeah.
And then you loop back around, as perhaps you're expecting, and you find written on the earth exactly the same thing as before.
okay, so it's probably not alive.
Well, either that or it doesn't like communicate through writings on the surface.
That's and I'm gonna presume that they've all looped back to the same location again, because that's just what happens now.
It's also really funny that this is happening in fucking lethal lava land.
Yeah.
Yeah, Godfrey's just like, okay.
It is
So if
hot
it
as
wasn't
fuck,
anything
and
like
like
that-
because of the Hasgear being absolutely necessary, they're doing all this while in like volcano suits.
Yeah.
But yeah, Godfrey's like, okay, well if they don't talk using the ground, what if we just like, hey, you alive?
Well, there aren't any like trees or anything, because the other ones didn't they talk through like rustling leaves incredibly precisely? I don't think there's any like anything they could do that with.
They could use the dirt, like the dust vibrate,
If
or
you
like the wind.
If there is someone or something here that can hear us, use the wind to blow dirt into Godfrey's mouth.
Fuck off.
Where it belongs, yeah.
He loves eating
Does he
dirt.
get-
It's his favorite thing to do, even though it's so unhealthy.
Does any dirt get blown into Godfrey's mouth?
I have to assume not, but
No dirt blows into the mouth, I'm afraid.
Damn it. That
Okay,
sucks.
okay. So again, I don't think this place is alive. I think just somebody wrote that math.
Cool.
Yeah, maybe it has to be something that's able to already like process the math then. Since you were talking about how maybe like because it was like it might be alive because it had the thing written on it. But the calculator can turn alive. What other things could like process math? Like an abacus? How would you even put that in an abacus?
I don't know. I don't know what it would be like to have an abacus become alive. I think there's online calculators, but I don't think you want to make the internet alive.
The internet's already alive.
No?
What?
Yeah, there's like people on it.
Well, yeah, it's like... But it's not a living thing. It's a community.
In the sense that there were people on, in the same sense of there being people on it, we were on Sylvia a moment ago.
We were not...
And Sylvia's alive.
She wasn't then.
Okay, maybe... we should leave.
Yeah, sure. Jamie pulls out the subspace amp. Yeah, and like finds the nearest portal.
But it's on the other side of currently unspecified obstacle, possibly? Gestures towards Ash?
Sorry. Oh, Christ. Mm, I'm gonna say no, there's not really any obstacle. Let me know how you get there.
Is it so? The portal, is it like up a hill in a crater on a lake
I
of
think
lava
it
or
is
something?
across a vast chasm of lava that's like looks really quite jumpable.
So it's
but
like
quite...
a big chasm, and at the bottom there's lava.
yeah.
Hmm. Aiden is going to like walk along the side of the chasm for a while, turn around, and then start running like parallel to it, jump on her board, and then try and grind on the lip of the chasm, and then and then kickflip to grinding on the other side, and then get off. I assume this probably counts as multiple rolls, but I'm just gonna do the first one first. Check it. I'm using boost for this, and it didn't matter. I got a 3.
3.
3 and a 1, so a 3.
3-1.
That's none of the numbers you
You
want.
do not succeed. You are plummeting rapidly towards a river of lava.
Ah. Oh!
Joey sees this and goes, "I'm not gonna be stupid," and then backs up a little bit, starts going full speed on his board towards the chasm, and tries to jump. I'm going to also use a boost.
Hell yeah, roll some dice.
Also a 3!
Also a 3. You find
Joey is
yourself...
also falling down the chasm.
You are also falling towards a river of lava.
But they're doing it
In fact, it was
together.
the same
Team
roll. It was
email.
also a 1 and a 3.
Team emails, baby.
Team emails?
Jamie's just going to attempt to teleport over the chasm. I do need to roll for this, of course.
Get
but
a
I'm
3.
not checking it. That's a 4.
That's not a 3.
It's also significantly more of a success than like anything that has happened before this.
That's why I'm complaining. I want everyone to be falling into the river of lava
You want everyone
together
to
as
be falling
buddies.
together.
And then they're like,
Friendship
well,
is magic.
how are we gonna get out of this one? Looks like your old
Oh,
pal
dear.
Cell's in a bit of a sticky wicket.
Looks like old pal Cells in a bit of a sticky wicket. So you do make a good jump. But you know, you find yourself struggling to land on the other side, and that's going to be a real problem, I fear.
It is a bit of a sticky wicket, isn't it?
Yes.
Jamie lands,
Mm.
teleports to the other side, but she's like on the edge of the chasm, so she's just standing there doing windmill arms.
Yeah, Jamie does the windmill arms to try and stabilize herself.
She's doing it so fast that all you see is circles.
Obviously.
Mm.
5.
Okay, yeah. I think I'm just gonna say you do the windmill arms and kind of feel out. It's quite funny.
Mm.
Yeah, do your windmill arms, then fall on your face.
Do windmill arms, fall on your face. Take a bit of a scrape, a slam, if you will, but you do succeed overall.
Mm. Now, what does Godfrey do in this situation? I think, okay, so, like, obviously he's gonna be like, he's like, well, I'm not gonna be an idiot or lame. So he has to go across there in a cool and successful way. Whether either of those things
but will he?
happen is nuanced. But I think his intent is, like, he's gonna, like, try and just, like, straight up carve the lava like he's a fucking surfboarder. Or rather, more like a snowboarder, honestly. Check it.
Check it.
I'm not adding anything to the roll. It's a 5. I succeed. Shit, it's kind of not to.
Well, you succeed with complication, like Jamie.
That's true.
Sorry, what's that dice roll again?
It was a 5. It was a mixed success.
Mixed success. I'm gonna say something similar. In which you do make it to the other side, but you do take a bit of a slam for landing less than grand.
Alright, I will not nope this one.
Okay, yeah, you take a slam.
Falled over.
Slam is took.
I'll just mark it down as owie.
Owie zowie.
Yeah, owie zowie. Even I'm a Fujoshi and I'm in pain.
Oh.
I don't think that's a Fujoshi thing.
Let's call Yaoi in it. That's a Fujoshi.
Owie,
Yaoi is a Fujoshi thing.
Yeah?
Exclamations of pain are not.
Well, yeah, but if you put Yaoi in an exclamation of pain, now it becomes a
Shut up!
Fujoshi exclamation of pain. What do you
Shut
want from
up!
me?
No.
Shut up! Shut
Anyways,
up!
the people falling in the chasm. Joey's going
Everybody
to pull
falls
out
in-
his grappling hook and shoot his
Hey,
grappling
he's
hook
fine.
directly at Aiden. Do I roll for this?
Yeah, roll me a dice for that one.
So then they'll be connected and also still falling.
Yes, that is a 4. That is a mixed success.
Oh, we love a good mixed
It's
success.
nuanced.
We love a mixed success. So yeah, you do manage to grapple. Grapple?
Yo, I'm straight grappling with this shit, bro. You don't even know.
You successfully grapple onto each other. However, this doesn't really change the situation that you are still very much falling downwards.
Joey is going to motion for the density pedal.
Aiden is going to make herself lighter than air with the pensity devil.
The pensity devil.
And, like, be essentially a big balloon to pull Joey up, because she's done this before.
Yeah.
I have to roll
Like that
to
one
do
time
it.
with Tony Hawk.
I do have to roll to do it,
Yes.
but I am going to
Hmm.
use a bit of boost for this.
Mhm.
Well, the other one of the dice fell off the thing, but it doesn't matter, because the one that didn't fall off was a 6.
Sick.
Waha.
Waha!
Wait.
Wait,
Don't you see that?
I'm a big boy. Can't you see that? Wait.
Wait.
As they're ballooning upwards, Jamie is going to use the anti-negative friction out souls to just walk along the side of the cliff next to them for companionship.
For companionship.
This isn't something that requires a roll, by the way. It's a perfect passing.
Mhm.
Jamie could just walk on walls.
Sorry, stretching. I think this means you can just get off scot-free.
And then we get up.
Then you get up. Yeah.
I get
Do
up.
the thing.
I get up.
Get up. I get knocked down again. You're never gonna keep
I
me.
get knocked down, but I get up again, but I get knocked down again, but I get up again. You're never gonna get knocked up again. You're never gonna get knocked down. Anyway, we are there. We have arrived.
You are there. You've done the thing.
Hmm.
Through the
We are
portal.
going to a secondary location known as somewhere else.
Somewhere else. Where do you want to go to?
Oh, I need to look at the map.
Where do you want to be?
As in, like, what dimension?
Marshall.
That's what I'm bringing up the map.
Marchand.
What's
Don't know
connected
which
to
one.
the Calorium?
What is
I believe it's Empyrean and Operablum.
Oh man.
We've been to both of those.
We could also arrive in a dimension we've never heard of.
Very true. Very true.
Yeah, we end up in somewhere or other.
Yeah.
Who knows?
We could go from the list of player-made dimensions, or Ash, generate 3 random words and make them a dimension.
Look,
Yeah,
I'm great at generating random dimensions.
It is also we are vaguely trying to get home.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Operablum makes the most sense, but also the cops are after us. Imperium is also there, but we're not going there. So,
Yeah, we're
like,
not going back
Mm.
there.
You're
Operablum
not
makes
going
the
back.
most sense, even though we are not wanted in Operablum.
You are not wanted.
Well,
in
no, we are
Operablum.
wanted in
Well, and
Operablum.
yeah,
If we want to bypass Operablum, we have to go to like 3 entirely men. So
So
we
it
could
is
get
like
captured by the cyber cops.
you could get captured by the cyber cops. You could. You have the kit. I'll give you the option. You can do Operablum, or you can try and find your way. You can find other ways. You can try and brute force your way to where you're going.
Mm.
You're
That
saying we
being
can try and brute forcing the way home is just peeling back, no?
Well, maybe.
They arrive in Operablum, immediately go back to Calorium because they realize they're in Operablum, and then go,
I mean,
Oh, pardon me.
I think it's likely the session is gonna end here anyway, at the going through the portal.
Yes, it is going to
That
end
means
up the going
if
through
we
the
go
portal.
somewhere new, then we'll have like time, and Ash will have time to prep a dimension.
we
Yeah.
arrive
Could go.
somewhere.
My main thought
We
is
arrive
to,
at a place.
It just
yeah,
could
my
be
main
really
arrive
funny
at a
just to
place.
just
we're like, okay guys, we gotta peel back. Let's go through horrendous trauma again.
the main thought is just that the fucking fucking you do need to go through three entirely new dimensions to get past Operable.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
if we're going to a new dimension, we're probably peeling back from it.
Yeah.
My vote would be Operable,
Hmm.
just because it's already a pretty long run.
What if we roll for disasters right now?
You could just roll for disasters.
We just go, What? Okay. Let's assume they get to the portal. They don't know where it leads, but we could have a conversation where they talk about what to do, and then something happens because of that.
Yeah.
I do think we should start going into Ash getting to make up dimensions, but maybe not in this run, because this is a long run.
Hmm.
Yeah.
That's fair.
So what?
So
So let's have that conversation, and then we can have the downtime next session, and then start. Yeah, classics.
Yeah.
Okay, so this portal, I'm not sure where
What?
it goes.
Well, what's next to Calorium on the map? It's like, well, obviously Empyrean and Operablum, and I don't know what else.
So we might be going somewhere new.
Yeah,
Hmm.
we might be.
Hey.
Aiden pulls out the map of the map of the known multiverse and goes, but I think we'd have to go through quite a few places to get home.
Let me look at that. I mean, either we shortest way home is going through two places. So it's either going through 2 or 3.
Four.
It's not that
I
big a
believe.
difference.
4, I believe. If we get past Operablum, we still have to go through Vestige.
I mean, if we assume might be a dimension between here and Popularia that isn't Empyrean, which is possible, but I don't know how likely it is, that's to there, to Popularia, to Prismatia, to Thenis Spa, back to Null. And given we've already done Vestige, Operablum, that's Vestige, Operablum, Imperium, Calorium, potential new place, Popularia, Prismatia, Thenis Spa. That's 8 dimensions besides Null. That I don't know if we can do that many. I don't know if that's possible. The most we've done before is 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's 7, and that was not good.
Yeah, that was. We basically peeled back a couple of times in that one.
Yeah, we peeled back like halfway through. So either we go Operablum, Vestige, Null, Empyrean, Prismatia, Thenispa, Null, try and go somewhere new and who knows what happens, or we just wait to peel back. And none of these are good.
I mean, we might as well just go through Operablum then.
Yeah.
We'd need to be fast.
I mean, not like going fast is hard.
Yeah, but if they catch us, that guy said if they catch you, they cut your legs off to stop you from slug blasting.
Yeah, so we just don't get caught.
I guess. But what if they're waiting for us? What if they take Sylvia? Because she's technically Oberablen property.
I'll keep her safe.
I mean, absolute worst case scenario. We go to Operablum. They catch us. Oh no, they're going to cut our legs off. We force peel back.
Oh yeah, we would.
Also,
just
what
back,
if we-
wouldn't
But also, what if we didn't do that?
I mean, I suppose if I try and access the higher dimensions with the thing, I could possibly just step through the multiverse, but
that would be only you.
yeah, I mean, I don't know if I can bring people with me, and that...
I could...
I mean, it didn't go well when the other me did that. I mean, I wouldn't go as high as she did. She went all the way to 11. I'd go to 5 or 6, but it still could, you know, it's not something that's documented at all.
I could probably try and get through Operablum at, like, really fast speeds, but that's not something you guys can do, because, you know, the whole...
I think we go to Operablum and just try and go through, and if we get caught, we peel back, and it's entirely possible that if we go through this portal, one of us peels back. Because I don't know if it is just time spent outside your dimension, or if it's number of portals you go through.
Yeah.
A lot of the time when people talk about peel back, it's when they're sort of at the end of what they were doing. So maybe it's just the return portals.
Well, we'll have to go through portals anyway, so, like, we should just go.
Okay.
I think we spent enough time deliberating.
Operablum Vastish Null.
Yep. Let's go.
Get ready to go fast.
Get ready to go.
And nobody
Oh,
lose
let's
sight
not
of anyone
here.
else. Nobody lose sight of each other.
If we roll disaster here, then we have good setup for what the disaster could hypothetically be.
Okay.
So it's as I remember, you roll
You roll a
dice
die for
equal
every
to
empty box on your
empty
trouble.
box on your trouble, and then your best result. So you want to roll good on at least one die, and I'm rolling 4, so I should be fine.
Okay, I got a 5, which means I make it through, except I mark a trouble.
I got a 6, which I believe means I'm completely fine.
Yep, and you mark
What's
a
the
style.
I mark a style.
What's the
Nice.
chicken?
You roll a
what's the
die for each empty box on your trouble tracker,
Okay.
and then you
that's-
the higher
Take the highest
you take the
result.
highest number. Higher is better.
Yeah,
Next.
success means you mark a style, mixed success means you mark a trouble, and failure means you mark means you don't mark anything, you have a disaster.
Okay, I got a 5. But everything else was a 2 or a 3.
So you mark a
Yeah,
trouble.
well, that means you mark a trouble.
An apple
And
disaster.
how
I
is
mark a player.
Jamie doing?
I rolled a 6.
Alright, you mark a style.
So nothing bad happens. And then I guess next session it's a mad dash home, and also the downtime that comes after it.
Well, since nothing
Yeah.
bad happened, we pretty much know we're safe on the Mad Dash home, yeah? That would have been the
Oh, yeah.
disaster that would have happened.
We get home.
Yay!
Yay!
We all arrive back in Null. I think Aiden is going to like fall to the ground and sniff the normal Null grass.
Oh, are you gonna start eating dirt too?
No, I never thought I'd miss Null. I keep saying this every time. I'm like, I won't miss Null, and then I get back and I'm like, oh, Null, my wonderful
miss
wonderful
Null.
husband.
Your husband?
Husband?
Yeah,
You-
like
You getting married?
yeah,
To the entire dimension?
yeah.
I didn't know you could do that.
You probably can't.
They should let you do that.
Yeah.
It'd be funny.
Why
I mean,
would
I
you-
can't get
why would
married.
you
I'm
do that?
15.
Like, why would you marry Null?
3 years.
Well, I mean, if you marry another dimension, eventually you can't like be together forever because
Yeah, because of
of
Peelback.
Peelback.
Yeah, but why? But then I don't know. That's just a big L. This
They
sucks.
should find a way to prevent Peelback so that we can stay in other dimensions forever.
I mean, I'm working on
Yeah.
not a way to prevent Peelback, but a sort of portable healing machine to prevent the worst of it. Or undo the worst of it, I guess. I need to get back on that.
Might have to. I should. Yeah, I should talk to you about that.
Oh, I don't know if it'll be able to deal with, that.
No,
But I'll
no,
try!
It's like. Nah. Stupid idea.
Yeah.
Anyway.
And then the session ended.
And then
I'm gonna go
the
back
session ended.
Home.
Then nothing ever happened.
Nothing ever happens.
Yeah, 'cause
And then they
now
all
time
went
the
to
next
bed.
session.
And then I stopped the recording.